So moving on to Louisville SMU. I thought Louisville was going to win this game. But since SMU has consistently went with Kevin Jennings at quarterback, they have looked really, really good on the offensive side of the football. Kevin Jennings, I don't know if he played his best game to date, but certainly played out of his mind, and they needed every bit of it. Okay, because Louisville did get theirs, but Kevin Jennings is the answer moving forward. And I took SMU under 8.5 wins, and the season, and it's starting to look like if Kevin Jennings is going to play like he is, this is I'm not necessarily saying like an ACC championship contender, but you have to look at SMU as, with their schedule being maybe not that strong, you have to look at them as, potentially in that picture.
Absolutely, and they still have 0 losses in the ACC. Their one loss, by the way, to undefeated BYU, which continues to look better and better as we go through the season. Yeah, and also their tough part of their schedule is kind of gone, right? You get a bye week, Stanford, Duke, Boston College, Virginia, Cal, a lot of academic powers on their schedule. Which if you're in the ACC, you kind of love to see that this year. Holy cow, I could not have been more impressed with Kevin Jennings. Obviously, the added dimension he brings on the ground with that explosive run play was a difference in this football game, right? It really was in that fourth quarter there. Holy cow, just a tremendous win for SMU. Tremendous outlook considering the way they started the season. And for Louisville, man, not that they should have won this football game, but they totally could have, man. I thought Shuck looked good at times. Obviously, Ja'Cory Brooks had the big time play. Isaac Brown had a big run. It just was about consistency, right? Defensively as well. We talked about them, potentially not being this elite defensive team, and SMU took advantage of it, and it's awesome. Rhett Lashley's playing well, or coaching well, I guess, and you love this year. In the ACC, it kind of shakes things up here at the top when you've got Clemson and Miami trying to separate themselves, and all of a sudden SMU is putting their stamp in it. Like, hey, no, not so fast. We are right here. We want to compete this year for a conference title, and they're right there. Year one in the ACC, they're gonna have a chance.
Yeah, one thing I was concerned about with SMU's defense was, and it depends on the defense and what I'm seeing with my eyes, but they were relying a lot on turnovers and defensive touchdowns. And I mean, I know Louisville did turn the ball over one time, but it felt like they were getting off
And on downs
and
too a couple
yeah,
times.
but they were getting off the field without those interceptions and
Yeah,
balls bouncing the way that they needed to in those previous games. 4 of 12 on first down, or third down was Louisville. I know Louisville kind of dominated the time of possession, but I think SMU's defense just found ways to get off the field, and that's important. That's important when you have an offense like led by Kevin Jennings that can, keep you in ball games. Man, they're all right, dude. They're an okay team. I'm not gonna say they're a good team or a great team yet. They're an all right team on the radar. They have to be on your radar right now if you're looking at the ACC picture.